Hey everybody, it's Karen here, and sorry I've been away for a while. I haven't had a chance to come and make another cocktail for you, but I saw some friends this weekend and they all said I absolutely had to put up some new videos, so I thought I'd go ahead and put one up. Everybody's getting into the mood for summer, and I got some great blackberries at the market the other day, and so I wanted to make a cocktail featuring these. One of my favorite things to do is when different fruits especially are in season, I'll get a whole bunch of them and I'll actually just go ahead and freeze them. So even when it's not blackberry season, I can make this cocktail. First of all, I should say this cocktail is actually a take off of one that I read recently. There's a fabulous app out there, if you haven't heard of it, called Craft Cocktail. And if you have iPhone or iPad, I know you can download it. It's wonderful. It's like beautiful photography, great cocktails, and it sounds like they're going to make multiple episodes of that, almost like a magazine. So if you haven't checked it out, please check it out. So they call this cocktail a Silk Road Smash. And it's a bourbon cocktail, and I know a lot of you are big bourbon fans just like me. So what we're going to start with is, and I've already kind of gone ahead and thrown some in there, I've got a few mint leaves that I actually picked from my yard, and I've got a couple lemon wedges in here. I'm actually going to go ahead and throw one more in. And then I went ahead and I've got, I guess, about 5 of these wonderful blackberries in season, and I'm going to go ahead and actually put those in. I haven't put my ice in yet. Okay, it looks pretty good, pretty combined. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my bourbon in. And this is going to call for about 1.5 ounces of bourbon, which I'm going to go ahead and measure out. And I just got this bourbon. I had it the other day at a restaurant. I thought it was really fabulous, and I was able to get my hands on a bottle of it. It's called Larceny. Again, it's Kentucky straight bourbon, but it's a small batch, and it's just really tasty. So if you feel like trying a new bourbon, that's a good one to try. We do want to add a little more sweetness because the blackberries and the lemon are pretty tart. So I've got a little tip, a little secret I'm going to share with you. You could use regular simple syrup, or you could spice it up a little bit. So this is my little tip, one of my little favorite tricks. So if you go to IKEA, you know there's like the food mart in every IKEA, and IKEA carries these wonderful syrups. They're basically like drink concentrates, and I picked up all 3 of them. There's a lingonberry, a blueberry, and actually an elderflower, and relatively inexpensive. They're awesome mixed with soda water, bubbly water to kind of make your own Italian sodas. They're limited ingredients, right? Like, so this is just blueberry juice, sugar, water, and citric acid. No preservatives, no other junk, no artificial flavors. And you smell it, and you can really smell, they smell like the fruit. So instead of using a simple syrup in this cocktail, I'm actually going to use a little bit of the blueberry IKEA syrup. So I've got that poured here, and you can see it's just gorgeous. I'm not going to use a ton, probably like 1/8 of an ounce, I'd say. Then I'm going to go ahead and add some ice. Shake this puppy up. And then before I pour and strain it, I'm actually also going to add a little bit of Peychaud's bitters. You could use any bitters you prefer or have on hand. I like Peychaud's because it's got the really wonderful cherry flavor. I actually use this in a lot of my bitters. I do in just plain soda water to kind of give it some flavor when you don't feel like just drinking water, but you don't want something sweet. Anyway, I think it's fabulous. So I'm going to just do a few dashes of that in there. Give it a little more depth and shake it one more time. Okay, grab my glass that I have chilled. And so since I've got a lot of texture going on in here, I muddled the mint leaves, the lemon, the berry. I'm going to double strain this. So it's going to take a second to strain it out. But then we'll get a nice clear, not chunky cocktail. And you'll see it's going to have a really beautiful color to it. It's going to be really rich. And I can kind of push some of the solids through my double strainer. It's a gorgeous, really wonderful berry color, and you can kind of garnish it with another mint leaf. And let's see how it is. Really good. It's got a lot of fruit flavor. It's going to vary depending on how tart your blackberries are. These ones are a little more tart, so I probably could put a little more sweetener in there. You're just going to have to taste it and then reshake it if you want it a little sweet, but it's always better to add a little more than start too sweet, especially if, like me, you don't like your cocktail super sweet to start with. So anyways, just kind of a wonderful welcome into summer cocktail where you can use some fresh fruits and herbs from your garden and a little bit of bourbon. And I hope you enjoy it and get a chance to try it this summer. Cheers!